All right, let's just get right into it. So, you've decided to become a freelance writer, and you're probably staring at a blank screen, completely overwhelmed. I mean, everywhere you look online, someone's calling themselves a six-figure freelancer, and you're just sitting there trying to figure out how to even make an invoice. It's a lot. Most of the advice out there, it feels like it's coming from people who've totally forgotten what it's like to start with absolutely nothing. Zero clients, $0. Yeah, that about sums it up, doesn't it? You're trying to find the work and then actually do the work, all while trying not to let your confidence just completely tank. It is a chaotic circus, for sure. And the typical advice you hear just feels like someone handing you another flaming torch to juggle. So look, I'm not here to sell you some magic pill. I'm here to give you the real deal starter pack, the one that actually works when you're just trying to get your feet off the ground. So where does someone even start? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's that classic catch-22. Feels like you need clients to get experience, but you need experience to get any clients. So let's just cut through all of that noise right now and build a plan that actually makes sense. Okay, first up, a little reality check that nobody ever assumes to give you. Starting out is not glamorous at all. You are going to send a ton of emails that nobody ever replies to. You will absolutely question your life choices, probably more than once. But here is the secret. It gets so much easier once you have a system. Think of this as your battle-tested survival kit. It's designed to get you through those first few really critical months. So step one is all about building a solid foundation before you even think about anything else. And listen, this isn't about having a perfect website or, some massive social media following. It's about having the bare bones essentials in place so you can start pitching with some actual confidence. But how do I build a portfolio with no experience?
Yeah, that is the number one question. The big one. How can you show client work if you've never had a client? Well, the good news is you don't have to.
You create your own experience. That's it. Write 3 to 5 fantastic sample articles in a niche that you genuinely understand. And remember, quality beats quantity every single time. A client would much rather see 3 amazing, super relevant pieces than 10 generic, boring ones. So please, for the love of all that is good, don't write another 10 ways to boost productivity. Write what you actually know. What should I actually charge?
The money question. This is where almost everybody freezes. You're scared to ask for too much, but you also really don't want to be working for pennies.
Okay, here are your non-negotiable starting points. 10 to 15 cents per word or $25 to $50 an hour. Do not go lower than this. Why? Because it is incredibly hard to climb out of what I call the cheap writer hole. You can always raise your rates later on, but if you start too low, you're basically signaling to the world that you don't value your own work.
Okay, so you've got your samples, you've got your rates, now you got a pitch. A generic, "Hey, I'm a writer, please hire me" email. That goes straight to the trash folder. This template, though, it works because it's all about them, not you. You start by showing you did your homework. You give them a specific idea, you link to a relevant sample as proof of your skills, and then you make a crystal clear ask with your rate. No guesswork for them. It's professional.
Now that your foundation is all set up, it is officially hunting season. The goal here is pretty simple. Find quality clients without getting sucked into those content mills that want to pay you next to nothing. Look, not all job boards are a race to the bottom. You just need to focus your energy on the ones that attract serious clients. Places like Contently and the ProBlogger job board are actually curated for quality. And hey, don't sleep on LinkedIn. A simple search for your industry plus the words "content writer needed" can turn up some real hidden gems. Are competitive platforms like Upwork even worth it?
That is a very fair question. I mean, you hear all these horror stories about the lowball offers and the insane competition, and it's really easy to just write it off as a total waste of time.
The platform is full of lowballers, absolutely, but a lot of really good clients post there just because it's easy for them. But here's the reality check. It took sending 10 to 15 highly customized proposals every single week. So the secret isn't just being on the platform, it's the consistent, targeted effort you put in while you're there.
Okay, so getting the client, that's one thing. Surviving them is a whole other ballgame. This step is all about protecting yourself, your time, and your sanity. Because trust me, one bad client can completely derail your entire journey.
How do you spot a bad client before it's too late?
Well, it's a skill you learn, and honestly, you often learn it the hard way. But there are definitely some early warning signs you can look out for. If a potential client says any of these things to you, run. Just turn and run. This should be quick and easy. Is just code for I don't value your time at all. Asking for a free test article is a gigantic red flag. And we pay when we get paid means you might never, ever get paid. The key here is to trust your gut. Desperate money is never, ever worth the headache it causes. All right, I know this can all feel like a lot, so let's break it all down into a tangible, actionable plan for your first 3 months. This isn't about getting rich overnight. It's about building a sustainable business step by step. Here is your roadmap. Month 1, you focus completely on building that foundation we talked about and landing that very first paying client. That's it. In month 2, you build momentum. Your goal is to hit your first $1,000 month. By month 3, you're building a system, you're focusing on higher paying work, and you're aiming for $2,000 or more. It's just a steady, step-by-step progression. Now, knowing what to do is important, obviously, but knowing what not to do, that can be even more critical. These are the common traps that cause most new freelancers to just give up way too early. We already talked about this, but it is so important it's worth saying again. Being new does not mean your work has no value. You are providing a valuable service that helps a business make money or achieve its goals. You have to charge for that value right from day 1. When you're just starting out, it is so tempting to just say yes to everything. Please don't. Bad clients, they train you to accept bad treatment and low pay. It is much, much better to have no client at all than to have a bad client. Being selective protects your energy for the good opportunities that are out there. This is a big one. You are not just a writer anymore. You are a business owner. And that means you have to track your income, track your expenses, set money aside for taxes, and think strategically. Adopting that mindset from the very beginning will save you from so many headaches down the road. And let's end on this because this is probably the most important takeaway of all. So many people hold themselves back because they think they aren't talented enough. But success in freelancing, it's not about being some literary genius. Good clients value reliability, clear communication, and a professional attitude way more. Seriously, those 3 things alone will put you ahead of 80% of the competition out there. Ready to stop talking and start freelancing?
Exactly. The gap between wanting to be a freelancer and actually being one is just one thing: action. Don't try to do everything at once. Just pick one thing from this whole explainer and do it today. Write one portfolio piece, send one pitch. Just take one small step. That's how this whole thing starts.
If you loved this content, please share it with someone who might need to hear it. And please make sure you click like on this video and subscribe to our channel for more. Thanks for watching.